Let's look at the incidence and prevalence in a little more detail using this example. Suppose we conduct a study over a 1-year period beginning in January and ending in December. This entire period represents our study time frame. We are interested in occurrence of disease X, which could be any disease such as cancer, diabetes, or tuberculosis. Each horizontal line represents the follow-up of one individual. The green figures represent healthy individuals, the red figures represent individuals with disease, and the blue ones represent recovered persons. In total, we have 10 individuals. Remember that incidence measures the number of new cases that occur during a specified period of time. So first identify the new cases. This individual is a new case. This person will not be counted because they already had the disease before the study began. This person also will not be counted. These 4 persons will be included because they developed the disease during the study period. This person will not be included because he developed the disease before the start of the study period. So therefore, we have a total of 5 new cases. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Next, let's calculate the denominator. So, for incidence, the denominator includes only individuals who were at risk of developing the disease at beginning of the study. So, out of these 10 participants, 3 already had the disease X, these 3 persons. So, they were excluded, leaving 7 individuals at risk. These 2 persons remained healthy throughout the study period, so they are included in the denominator. These 5 guys are also included in the denominator because they were healthy at the start of the study. Therefore, we have a total of 7 individuals at risk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Our incidence is calculated as the number of new cases divided by the population at risk. Therefore, incidence is equal to 5 divided by 7 is equal to 0.71. So our incidence is 0.71 per 12 months. Now let's calculate the prevalence. Remember that prevalence measures the number of existing cases at a specific point in time. Therefore, before we can calculate prevalence, we must choose a particular point in time. For this example, let's choose June. First, let's determine the numerator. For prevalence, we include all existing cases at the selected point in time, regardless of whether they developed before or during the study period. Looking at June, we count all individuals who had disease X and were alive at that point in time. So this individual had the disease and was alive, so this person is included. This individual is also included because they had the disease and were alive in June. This individual is not included because they died before June, therefore not part of the population at that point in time. This individual is included. This individual is not included because they died before June. This individual is included. This one is included. Therefore, we have a total of 5 existing cases in June. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, let's determine the denominator. For prevalence, the denominator is the total population present at the selected point in time. In June, we count all individuals who were alive, regardless of whether they had the disease. This individual was alive and is included. This individual was alive and is included. This was alive. This individual is excluded because they died before June. This individual was alive. This individual is excluded because they also died before June. This individual was alive and is included. This individual was alive in June and is included. This person is included in the denominator because this person was alive in June, even though the disease developed later in the study. This individual was alive and is included. Therefore, a total of 8 individuals were alive in June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So our prevalence is number of existing cases, which is 5, divided by total population, which is 8. So 5 divided by 8 is 0.625 or 62.5%. Therefore, the prevalence of disease X in June was 62.5%. Thank you for watching and bye.